Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Sherina Tasya Kamila from 4D class, and now I'm gonna explain about issues for writers from focusing on process material that deal with sociocultural appropriateness, from subject, curriculum, and material development. Okay, so issues for writers is used to avoid some of the pitfalls, and writers are advised to first we have to avoid putting old wine in a new bottle. Karena role play telah digunakan sebagai judul pada banyak jenis latihan, from old-fashioned dialogue to out and out interviews between partners. Maka putting a new label on an old familiar workout type, such as a dialogue, is not an effective strategy by which to foster the goal of the communicative competence. And the second, we have provide focus. And di sini writers harus mempertimbangkan, is role playing the optimum workout for this focus? If the role play is in the material for fluency practice but without a content focus, then the writers needs to consider, am I writing for actors in training or language learner? Selanjutnya kita ada juga provide preparation. And jumping into role-playing without adequate is a common failing in published material. However, the author provided a note which helped learners and teachers work out more effectively. Ada juga di sini jika kita melakukan improvisasi, saat kita mempersiapkan improvisasi, kita harus mempertimbangkan dan memikirkan tentang karakter. Ada berapa karakternya, siapa saja karakternya, how many and who's the characters, and the place, di mana contohnya di pesawat terbang, an airplane flying across the Pacific, and the time, kapan terjadinya, the dialogue, and what will each person say, apa yang akan dikatakan oleh setiap orangnya, terus the action, what will happen, what the gestures and facial expression will you use. The fourth is decide, playing or playing self or other. An ambiguous point in language learning methodology concerns role playing as either oneself or as someone else, presumably a target culture member. On the one hand, the argument is made that the learner feels secure or safe wearing the mask, as it were of another person. However, losing one's own identity is threatening. Yeah. And since a case can be made for both sides, the writer's task is not to solve the issue, but the writing of role plays. However, providing sufficient attention to both parts is also important. And the fifth is provide motivation. Setelah memilih untuk memainkan peran orang lain, lalu penulis harus mengembangkan faktor motivasi yang kuat supaya para pelajar bisa semangat untuk memainkan peran tersebut atau peran orang lain. Lalu berikan para peserta sebuah uraian tentang peran mereka, khususnya yang mencakup motif-motif dan interest peran itu. Jadi kita jangan hanya sekedar permainan layar yang harus dimainkan doang yang kita lakukan. Kita harus memberikan peserta beberapa menit untuk masuk ke dalam peran mereka. Lalu asumsi ini juga tidak salah karena tak terhitung studi dan eksperimen dalam pembelajaran manusia yang menunjukkan bahwa motivasi adalah kunci bagi pembelajaran pada umumnya. Terus, the sixth is consider cross-cultural implication. In a second language pedagogy, playing oneself, if it is to be authentic, usually means being a member of another culture, and the authors capitalize on the cross-cultural implication which evolve from role-playing one's own cultural background. And then the seventh is provide a follow-up. It's important to motivation as the element that go into the role play itself is what comes afterwards. An opportunity to take stock of the workout could be discussion, for example, around the question, why did we do this for role playing? The follow-up provides the generalization of rule giving that is associated with the presentation of discrete elements in language. If learners are to come away with an understanding of the object, the point of concentration, and it must be included. And the conclusion is the issues for writers are vexing. The state of the art very young. In fact, the link between workout types and sociocultural content has barely begun to be explored. Dealing with social norms in language may be better suited, however, to holistic process than to focusing on discrete elements. There is the state of art, the example how teachers and writers have treated some of the issues, matching situations and utterance. So using a storyline, suggesting appropriate situation, interpreting relations, sensitizing, sensitizing students to language variations, stating generalization, and presenting situational variation cross-culturally. There are several ways in order to mastering English, but mastering English without know the appropriateness in using it was not a good thing to do. Role-playing is one of the ways in mastering English, along with the socio-cultural of the natives themselves. With watching or even playing a role, we can learn how English is used in the socio-cultural. Also, there are some points of doing role play to consider, especially for the writers. The first, avoid putting old wine in a new bottle, provide a focus, provide preparation, decide playing self or other, provide motivation, consider cross-cultural implication, and the last is provide a follow-up. With considering this point, we can use role-playing as one of the ways to learn or even teach someone to mastering in English. Okay, I think maybe that's all for me.